Hey guys, Miss Godwin here. I want to start going through each of your lessons every day with you like we do in iReady already, okay? All right, so I want to start with lesson 18 today. You may have already done this. If you have, I have something for you to do a little extra to it, okay? Just so that I know you're good, you understand what you're doing. It kind of gives me an idea of what I can help with, and if you have any questions, you may ask them, okay? All right, so lesson 18, describing connections between sentences and paragraphs, all right? So our learning target for this week is when you describe how ideas in sentences or paragraphs are connected, you will better understand what the author is trying to explain, okay? So you know that a paragraph is a group of sentences. Paragraphs and sentences both contain ideas that connect to each other in some way. Sometimes the connection is a cause and effect relationship. A cause is the reason something happens. An effect is what happens as a result. Words such as because, so, as, a result, and since often signal this kind of connection. Authors also connect sentences and paragraphs by showing that things happen in a sequence or order. Look for signal words such as first, then, and finally in sentences to see how ideas and events in a sequence are connected. All right, so cause and effect. We've talked about cause and effect in class. All right, remember, cause and effect. Cause is the reason something happens, and the effect is what happens as a result. Okay, then our sequence we've talked about. Remember our BMI charts, our beginning, middle, and end. Okay, so our BME chart is what we're talking about here when we talk about sequence. All right, so let's read this cartoon. While I'm reading, I want you to think about how are the ideas connected. Okay, so I'm going to act out this cartoon. All right, this is scene 1, scene 2, scene 3, and scene 4. All right, I'm going to act it out, and I want you to think about how the ideas in this cartoon are connected. All right, so the invention of the sandwich. I'm hungry, but I'm too busy for a meal. Cook, make me something I can eat in a hurry. Cook has a light bulb go off in his head. A bright idea, if you may. Yum! All right, so that's our cartoon. So let's think about how are the ideas connected, okay? So let's look at page 297. All right, so it says, finish the charts to show two different ways the ideas in the cartoon are connected. Use the first chart to show cause and effect. And then use the second chart to show sequence. All right, so this is our cause and effect chart. So these are two different charts. Okay, so I want you to look at your cause and effect chart first. It says cause and effect. Why it happened, what happened. Well, they already give us why it happened. One day, the Earl of Sandwich was too busy to eat, right? So what happened because he was too busy to eat? What was the effect? All right, and then when you're done filling out this chart, I want you to look at this chart. It says sequence. All right, so 1, 2, 3. So beginning, middle, and end. All right, so you're going to talk about what happened in the beginning of the story, what happened in the middle of the story, and what happened at the end of the story. All right, retell the story of the invention of the sandwich. Use signal words to show cause and effect or sequence. All right, so we're going to be using our signal words to show cause and effect or sequence. All right, so when you go into your Google Classroom, you're going to see your first assignment. Your first assignment has to do with this talk section. All right, so in this talk section, what I want you to do is I actually want you to write or type, I want you to type what your response to this would be. So how would you retell the story of the invention of a sandwich? Use your signal words, which are the signal words that we talked about in these paragraphs. So because, so, as a result, since, or first, then, and finally, depending on how you tell. Okay? And I want you to just type a little small paragraph. I want it to be at least 3 to 5 sentences on retelling the story of the Earl of Sandwich, or the invention of the sandwich, okay? All right, and then I want you to find a parent, find a guardian, whoever's watching you, and talk about the connections, cause, effect, and sequence. So your academic talks, your big bold words that were in your read section, okay? All right, guys. Well, if you have any questions, you may message me privately in the assignment box, or if it's a question that you think the whole class would like to hear, you can message me on our homepage of our Google Classroom. All right, guys. Well, I will talk to you tomorrow. I hope this video is a big help, and miss you guys.